In the tunnel.
In the tunnel.
In the tunnel. You're listening to In the Tunnel.
All right, so yeah, hello and welcome to our team selections show.
Yep, March Madness year 3, I believe.
Yep.
Either 3 or 4. It's if anybody is unaware, it's maybe the most fun episode for us to make because it the way we do it is a lot of parody to it. We basically make March Madness happen, but we throw out all the record books because we know that when conference tournaments happen, some weird shit goes down.
Yep.
So we're going to play a world where everybody has an even level playing field, and to do that, we spin wheels to try to select the field. So we're doing things a little bit differently. In the past 3 years or whatever it is, we've actually gone straight to selecting the field um, in terms of their seedings. This year, we're going to do things a little bit differently. We are going to select the field of 68, and then in our next episode, we'll have the bracket reveal.
Yep.
And for anybody who has listened to uh, episodes on a weekly basis or every time we put out new content, uh, we said in our last episode that went up that we were going to have some new graphics for you guys to enjoy. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Yep. So without further ado, we're just gonna get to spinning some wheels. Obviously the numbers that you see on screen if you're watching this is just a counter, so we make sure we pick 68. Does not reflect actual seating. All right, so without further ado, the first team is Florida State.
Florida State. All right, so Florida State is 8-10 in ACC play. They are 15-13 overall this year, 9-4 at home and 4-8 away. They have an NCAA net rating of 102. Net rating just being basically a ranking system that the NCAA uses, considering schedules and everything.
Right. Okay. And if you haven't noticed, we have a few wheels. I think it's like 8 or 9. Just to split these teams up a little bit. They're all random.
There's 358 Division I basketball teams.
Yeah.
In order for all the names to show up on wheels, we had to create multiple wheels.
Yeah. So we just picked them basically and put them in wheels at random. So yeah.
And and we'll rotate through the wheels as we go.
Wake Forest.
All right, so we have 2 ACC teams. We have Wake Forest. They are 12-7 in conference, 22-8 overall, 15-2 at home, 5-5 away. Their net rating is 42.
Okay. And our next one says Charleston Southern. I believe they were in our bracket last year too.
And there's a good reason why they're in this one as well. Speaking of parity, out of the Big South Conference, Charleston Southern is a whopping 1-15 in conference. They are the worst team in their conference. They are 5-24 overall. They're 4-9 at home. They are 1-13 away, I just want to remind our listeners there's 358 teams. They have a net rating of 351.
Oh, wait, there's 7 teams worse? 6 teams worse?
There are indeed.
Oh my god, okay, well.
And just for everybody's reference, IUPUI would be the dead last.
How about UC Santa Barbara?
All right, Santa Barbara. Let's see here if I can even find it here. Okay, out of the Big West Conference, UC Santa Barbara is 6-5 in conference, 14-10 overall, 9-3 at home, 5-7 away. Their net rating is 141.
Oh. Okay.
There's
Well,
nothing fun about being in the middle, but there's actually less fun about being at the top. Excuse me.
I mean, it could go both ways. We had like the best team in the league in our bracket last year, and they lost in the first round.
All right, Poppin State is next. Poppin State they come in with a net rating of 307. They're 5-7 in conference, which is good. It's not horrible. The problem is 5 of their 6 total wins are in conference. They have 21 losses. They are 2-5. They are 4-16. And before they hypothetically won their championship for their conference, they were on a 1-game losing streak.
Oh. Alright. Next.
Also, by the way, Delaware State would be second to dead last. They are 0-12 in conference.
Indiana State.
Okay, Indiana State. Out of the Missouri Valley Conference, maybe the most weirdly named conference because of their lack of Missouri teams.
I was about to say.
They are 4-14 in conference. They are 11-19 overall. They are 8-6 at home, which is not bad. The problem is they're going to be playing a lot of away games. They're 2-11 in such games with a net rating of 233rd.
I mean, it's not the worst, though.
It's not the worst. It's not automatic qualifier either.
Nope.
I'm sorry, not automatic qualifier, at large bid.
Nope. Ole Miss
All
seems
right,
to win.
Ole Miss. All right, the SEC. When you think SEC teams that tend to do well, Ole Miss sometimes at the top of the list. Not the sense in this one.
Aren't they only good at like football?
They did have some decent basketball players in the past few years. Not decent teams, but players.
Mm.
And such is the case this year. They are 4-12 in conference. They are 13-16 overall. They are 10-7 at home, 2-6 away, but the committee likes the fact that they are not the worst looking team. They are 110th in net rating.
That's actually
because of Power 5 schedule.
That's not that bad. I mean, I could see it actually happening if they had a good run. Oh yeah. All right, and we have that's Southeast Louisiana.
All right. Out of the Southland Conference, Southeast Louisiana is third in their conference at 9-4 in conference play, 17-13 overall, a whopping 10-1 at home, whopping 5-10 away. Their net rating is 262nd.
No. Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
And this is the last wheel prior to going back to ones we've used before. Troy.
the Troy Trojans, the most unfortunate named university and mascot to go along with each other. Out of the Sun Belt, they are 10-6 in conference, 19-10 overall. They host a 175th net rating at 10-3 at home and 8-6 on the road. So they're winning wherever they are.
Okay.
Just slightly less.
Okay.
Away.
And for the 10th team, Maine.
Right, Maine. Okay, let's dip back into the 350s. Out of the
Cool.
American East Conference, this team is worse than NJ Tech, or as we all know in New Jersey as NJIT. They are the Maine Black Bears. They are 3-14 in conference,
Oh, that's not bad.
6-22 overall.
That's...
Say that 3-14 was not bad.
Well, compared to what? We had a 1-15?
I guess. They are 5-8 at home, 1-14 away, so this may be a short trip for them. They have a net ranking of 353rd. So they actually rank lower
And the
than
people there...
the other team.
Okay. Oh, what about neutral site?
I don't have that stat.
Oh.
Actually, let's see if I can find it. America East.
Anyway, I'm going to move on to the 11th team. We can do a recap at the end for everyone.
So I'm going to remember.
Texas Tech.
I am still searching here. All right, here we go. Here we go. I think we're finding something here. Neutral site games. We said it was Maine 0-0.
Oh. Okay, well, Texas Tech has been chosen.
All right, Texas Tech. Texas Tech is out of the Big 12. They're 11-5 in conference, 22-7 overall, 17-0 protecting home court, but 3-6 away from it. Their net ranking 10.
Oh, so they're actually going to be in the tournament.
Yes. This is where the parity comes in.
Yep.
Not so much this seed, but the one before it.
Yep. All right. Next, we have... Oh, is that Idaho? The Idaho Vandals.
All right. Okay. Out of the Big Sky, they're 5-13 in conference, hosting the second worst spot. 8-20 overall with a 2-game losing streak going into the tournament. 7-6 at home, but 1-12 away. Their net ranking, what would you think it is?
150?
Nope, 322nd.
Oh. I was gonna say 220, but then I was like, eh.
I think anytime you hear the word the words 1-12 or worse, you should probably guess somewhere in the late 200s to 300s.
Fair enough.
Anyway, let's move on.
All right. Brown.
Right, the Brownies. I wonder if Ivy League schools refer to them as that. Actually, that would be their actual name. Anyway, it's the Brown Bears. Boy, those Ivy League teams really know how to make things happen. They are 5-8 in the Ivy League. They're 13-15 overall. They are on a 1-game winning streak.
So are they around 150?
No. Much like everything in the Ivy League, it's all competitive. They're 6-7 at home and 6-6 away. It's all competitive across the board. They have a ranking of 214th, sniffing Harvard's ass because Harvard is at 213th.
Oh, okay. Well, next team is North Carolina A&T.
All right, out of Greensboro, North Carolina A&T is out of the Big South Conference. They are 6-10 in conference, 11-19 overall. Losers of 4 straight, 7-4 at home, 3-13 away. Their net ranking, of course, with numbers like that, it is north of 300. It is at 293rd.
Oh, okay. Next team Evansville.
Evansville. All right, let's get right back into it because if Indiana State was bad, Evansville's worse. In fact, they are right beneath Indiana State is in the Missouri Valley. They are bringing in the rear too. They are 2-16 in conference, 6-23 overall. Losers of 7 straight, 4-9 at home, mashing Indiana State with 2-11 away. Their net ranking is 320th.
Yeah, 300. Okay. 16.
You know what's weird? Indiana State's net ranking 233rd, the same away record as 320th.
Oh, how about
All right,
UCLA?
Ucla. I'm in a lot of hot water with UCLA. Or was it the ASPCA? Anyway, UCLA, they are 13-5 in conference. The Final Four team of last year is 21-6 overall, winners of their last game. 13-1 at home, 7-4 away, in a net ranking of 13th. Let's see if they punch their ticket back to the Final Four this year.
Yep. All right, on to the quarter waypoint of team. So we have North
Dakota.
Fighting Hawks.
All right, let's dip that back into the bad luck pool. Out of the Summit League, North Dakota is the worst team. They are 2-16 in conference. That's an 11.1% win percentage. They are 6-25 overall, winning just under 20% of their games. Losers of the last 5 straight games, which apparently separates them from being second to last in their conference. They are 4-11 at home, 1-13 away. Their net ranking is 346.
Oh, not 350. Okay.
I don't know how they're not 350 with only 6 wins, but I don't know.
All right, 18th team.
By the way, for those who listen to this show since its birth, Chicago State, our annual true love, is not in the 350s. They are rolling with 7 wins this year.
Merrimack gets a ticket.
Merrimack. All right. Out of the Northeast Conference, Merrimack is 10-8 in conference, 14-16 overall, winners of their last game. They love the number 7. Why? Because they're 7-7 at home, 7-9 away, and they are ranking at 297th.
I mean, okay, that's kind of surprising considering they have a pretty close to even record. You would expect them to be around 180.
Oh, they just love those numbers, man.
There you go. All right, on to 19.
All right, 19.
East Carolina, the second Carolina team.
East Carolina, also known for football because nobody's ever known them for basketball. They are in the American Athletic Conference. They are 6-10 right now, beating Wichita State, which is saying something if you follow college basketball. They are 15-13 overall, winners of their last two. That makes them 12-4 at home, 2-6 away. They have a very unfortunate 176th net ranking.
Good for them.
That conference is all up and down. It goes all the way up to 4 and all the way down to 239.
West Virginia.
All right, back to the Big 12. West Virginia. They've enjoyed some success with college basketball in the past couple decades. Unfortunately for them this year, not so much. They are last in the Big 12. They are 3-13 in conference. They are 14-15 overall. They are 11-5 at home still, 1-9 away. Sean, do you want to take a guess as to what their net ranking is
If you're asking me, it has to be in the 300s.
for West Virginia? Which
No,
is
but
a
I'm
Power
gonna say
5
it's like
conference.
200.
It's 74.
Wait, what?
It's still a Power 5. They still play strong teams.
Yeah, but they're like away. They literally suck.
They suck against better competition.
Oh my god. All right. Next team. I don't even want to know. We have Montana State.
All right. This one actually makes some sense here because it's a mid-major conference, the Big Sky. They are number 1 in the conference at 13-4 in conference, 21-7 overall, 10-1 at home, 9-6 away. With in mid-majors, the best team normally has somewhere in the hundreds net ranking. It's 128th. So basically, they are the best team in their conference. They would go.
Yeah. All right. Next.
You gotta have some topside talent.
Cleveland State.
Cleveland State. All right, out of the Horizon League, let's dip right back into the top scorers. Cleveland State is 15-6 in conference this year with a 19-9 record. They have lost their last two, but they still hold that top spot with Purdue, Fort Wayne breathing down their neck on a 9-game win streak. Cleveland State is 14-3 at home, 5-6 away with an 173rd net ranking.
Okay.
Also, the Horizon League has way too many teams.
And we have.
Niagara.
What's with purple this year? This is the second one.
They are out of the MAAC. They are 7-11 in conference, 12-15 overall, 5-4 at home. I think it's weird you only have 9 home games to date in this late of a season, but they are 5-10 in away games. So just keep in mind they have 9 home games and 15 away games. They have a net ranking of 212.
Okay.
Battle tested in away games.
Southern Illinois.
All right, let's see if I can find it here. It's being a little bit of a bitch. All right, out of the Missouri Valley, Southern Illinois sitting right in the middle of things with a 9-9 conference record, 16-14 overall, 11-4 at home, 4-8 away, with a net ranking of 133rd.
Okay. Not bad.
Not bad at all. They just really suck at what they do.
Oregon State.
All right, out of the Pac-12. Oregon does not have an A in it. All right, here we go.
I'm the one
Here
with
we
spelling
go.
issues normally.
Yeah, I'm also, alternating between my own wheels right now of soda and water. All right. One keeps me dehydrated, one keeps me hydrated, one keeps me going back for more, and one keeps me, being
Living.
able to talk. All right, out of the Pac-12, Oregon State is 1-16 in conference. They are 3-24 overall.
So they're 350.
Losers? Low. No, because they're in a Power 5 conference, my friend. They are losers of 14 straight games. They are 3-12 at home, 0-10 away. They are 257th.
Oh, okay, whatever. I don't want to
They
know.
must have won all their away games at once.
You mean not at all?
No, remember there's a hypothetical tournament they would have to win to make the March Madness field.
Okay. Next, Alabama A&M.
All right. Out of the SWAC, Alabama A&M is 9-7 in conference, 10-16 overall, 6-2 at home, 4-14 away. Net ranking 328th. We really need some more top-heavy talent in this.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're getting a lot of bottom dwellers here.
Yeah. Hey, we
I
have.
don't think we ever dreamed of this much parity.
I mean, we have what, 10, 13, and like 78?
Yeah, we also have two teams in the bottom 350 and lower.
I mean, there are 358 teams.
All right, next up we have Arkansas State. They are out of the Sun Belt Conference. Arkansas State is 8-7 in conference, 17-10 overall, 11-3 at home, 6-7 away, 170th net ranking. I also want to say, as Sean spins, that I had the privilege of going and downloading all 358 college logos for our graphics package here that will be debuting in the next couple weeks.
Yep.
Not fun, but
You gotta do what
I
you gotta
could
do.
I could place somehow some of these schools. The ones I remember logos of are like Niagara and Arkansas State, so it's nice to see that the ones I remember that are embedded in my brain bank are going to be used.
How about UMBC?
UMBC, not the U that starts, or not the one that starts with U. That's four letters I want to see, but out of the American East, they are 10-7 in conference, 15-13 overall. The number 2 team in the American East is 8-4 at home, 6-9 away. Apparently, the second best team in a conference has a net rating of 235th.
Great.
And the number 1 team in that conference is 63rd.
Great. All right. Oh, Kansas.
Okay, we have some top level talent. Out of the Big 12, the number 1 Kansas Jayhawks are 12-3 in conference, 23-5 overall, 14-1 at home, 6-3 away, with a net ranking of 6.
Okay. Good. So there you go. Top heavy.
Well, we're still not top heavy.
I know. Then we have that totally deserves to be there, Rutgers.
All right, Rutgers has been in not our tournament, but real tournaments in the past. Rutgers is the team that has ended several ranked teams' high-ranking runs this season, including, if I am correct, Ohio State, Purdue, and Michigan State. Rutgers is 10-8 in conference. They are 16-12 overall. Losers of 3 straight, but despite that, they are 13-3 at home, 3-9 away. They are 84th in net ranking.
Well, it's actually not as bad as I thought they'd be. Now we have Northeastern.
Right. All right. This team is not in the 300s, but they are the worst team in the CAA, the Colonial. They are 2-16 in conference, 8-21 overall. They are 6-8 at home, 0-12 away. They are 255th.
Okay.
And the beauty of March Madness in this time of year, we still have 34 teams or 36 teams left to pick.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love March.
Hey. We'll see.
By the way, we recorded this in February.
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth, back to the Ivies, the smart people. Smart people. Apparently, we've picked 2 of the bottom 3 teams in the Ivy League, though. They also, like the Brownies, are 5-8 in conference. However, Brown was 13-15 overall. Dartmouth is 8-16. Dartmouth 5-5 at home, 3-11 away. 241st is their net ranking.
All right. Then we have Eastern Illinois.
Eastern Illinois. All right. Out of the Ohio Valley Conference, Eastern Illinois is 3-15 in conference, 5-26 overall. They are 4-9 at home, 1-16 away. They have a 355th net ranking. So
Great.
they now have 351, 353, and 355. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who deserves to be the middle, the 34th chosen out of 68? Stanford.
Oh, good. The public Ivy. All right. Stanford is out of the Pac-12. They are 8-10 in conference, 15-13 overall. They are 10-5 at home, 3-7 away, with a net ranking of 111th.
Not bad.
It's pretty much, exactly where a bad team in a good conference should be.
Yeah. What the heck is that school?
We've had this one before, my friend. Nichols State. They are the number 1 team in the Southland Conference, also home to Incarnate Word, the school that nobody knows about.
Yup. I remember.
Yeah. All right. So Nichols State is 10-3 in conference. They are 19-10 overall. They are 10-1 at home. They are 6-7 away. They have a net ranking of 193rd.
Oh. Okay. Not as bad as I thought it'd be. And 36th chosen team is Seattle.
Right. Seattle is out of the Western Athletic Conference, otherwise known as the WAC.
The WAC.
The Seattle Redhawks are 13-4 in conference. They are 22-8 overall. They are 16-2 at home, 6-5 away, and 120th is their net ranking.
All right. That's a decent enough team, I guess. Cincinnati.
The former UNCG coach led Cincinnati Bearcats. Wes Miller's team is going to be out of the American Conference. They are 7-9 in conference this year, 17-12 overall, 12-6 at home, 4-5 away. Their net ranking slips in at 99.
Oh, top 100. Good enough. Providence.
All right. The Big East regular season champions, Providence, is a top 25 ranked team. They are 14-2 in conference, 24-3 overall. They just beat UConn. They are 16-1 at home, 7-1 away. Don't ask me where that third loss comes in. I'm guessing it's neutral site. Their
Yep.
net ranking is 25th.
Yeah. Team should make it anyway.
They should indeed.
How about the Campbell Fighting Camels?
Ah, yes. The Camels are out of the Big South. They are 8-8 in conference. They are 15-12 overall, 9-4 at home, 5-8 away. Their net ranking is 224.
Oh. You were hyping him up, and then you
Yeah.
just let him down.
Yeah. Well, I have personal reasons why to hate Campbell. Fuck that person's family. That's all I have to say.
How about Detroit Mercy Titan?
All right, Detroit. They are out of the Horizon League. They are 10-7 in conference, 13-14 overall, 8-1 at home, 5-13 away. They rank in at 229.
Oh. And next,
Detroit basketball.
how is this team gonna let us down? I can't even
Griffin.
pronounce it.
Canisius.
Canisius.
All right, the worst team in the MAC, the MAAC. They are 5-13 in conference. They are 9-20 overall. They are 8-5 at home, 1-15 away. They rank 264th.
Great. They're putting you to sleep, huh?
We need more top heavy. All right, speaking of top heavy, this is not it. Jacksonville State. I don't know that I have them here.
Nice.
Jacksonville State. Okay. Bear with me 1 second here.
They didn't fit on one line, so I just cut off half their name.
Oh, apparently they don't fit on CBS Sports either. So they are out of the Atlantic Sun. They are 13-3 in conference, 20-9 at home.
Wait,
10-3.
they've had 30 home games?
No, 20-9 overall, I should say. 10-3 at home, 9-5 away.
Okay.
I do not have a net ranking for them at this time.
Cool. Next. USC.
The Trojans. All right, USC is the second best team in the Pac-12. They are 14-4 in conference, 25-4 overall, 13-2 at home, 9-2 over away, and they rank in at 26.
All right, top head. There you go. Another top team.
Well, not in their own conference, but yeah.
Yeah, second is pretty good. Better than the Wofford Terriers, I'll say.
The Wofford Terriers are out of the Southern Conference. They're one spot above my beloved UNCG. They are 10-8 in conference, 18-12 overall, 11-4 at home, 7-8 away. They are coming in at 106th net ranking, and I hope that they burn.
All right, 45th team. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, this is a long one. Coastal Carolina.
The Chanticleers. See if they show up. I just saw them. All right. Home of the Arkansas State Sun Belt Conference. 8-8 in conference. Chanticleers are 16-12 overall. 11-6 at home. 4-5 away. 145th net ranking.
All right, next 46th team is Dayton.
All right, out of the Atlantic 10. Dayton is 12-4 in conference, 20-9 overall. They are 12-4 at home, 5-5 away, and 55th in net ranking.
Okay.
Dayton.
55th, though. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
How about Marquette?
Marquette. Out of the Big East. They are 10-7 in conference. They are 18-10 overall. They're 12-3 at home, 4-6 away. They have a net ranking of 36.
Damn.
I said, God damn.
And then we have, I guess since we have the Eastern, we need the Western.
Yeah, and it doesn't get a lot better with the Western either. Out of the Big Ten, Northwestern is 6-12 in conference, 13-14 overall, 9-6 at home, 3-7 away. They have the 80th net ranking, and we have a real opportunity for a title game of Northeastern versus Northwestern for ultimate supremacy.
Yeah, I know, that'd be great. Alright, and we have Mid-Tennessee.
Conference USA, Middle Tennessee is 13-3 in conference, 22-7 overall, 15-0 at home, 5-7 away. They are 98th in net ranking.
Again, the name is too long for one line, so I chopped it off.
The Middle Tennessee Bitch Raiders.
Great.
You get to choose your own B. Bring your own B.
I mean, I could have left the L there, but I just decided not to.
I know, it's fine.
And 50th team is Marist, and I am 100% sure we've had them before.
Marist, the team, or the school I went to for pre-college. I got in there. 9-9 in conference out of the MAAC. Marist is 14-13 overall, 7-6 at home, 7-7 away. They rank 184th.
Okay. Then 51st team, Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart. All right. Out of the Northeast Conference, Sacred Heart is 6-12 in conference, 10-19 overall, 6-7 away. I'm sorry, 6-7 at home, 4-12 away. They rank 325th.
Great. All right, and so we only have 17 teams left.
It's a bummer. I just wish everybody could play, but then we wouldn't be spinning the wheel.
How about South Carolina? Didn't we already have them? Oh no, Jacksonville.
USC.
Same name.
Oh, I thought you meant the other USC. South Carolina is 8-8 in conference, 17-11 overall. By the way, I want to point out that in the SEC conference, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that are 8-8 in conference. So that's
Great.
South Carolina is 11-4 at home, 4-6 away. They have a net ranking of 91st.
Okay. Next.
Pick up and spin it.
Omaha.
Omaha, Omaha. All right, out of the Summit League, Omaha ranks right above North Dakota at 4-14 in conference, 5-24 overall. They're 5-9 at home and 0-15 away. They are 347.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 357, and we just have all of them skipping the evens.
No, 357 would be everybody's favorite Delaware State.
Ah. All right. Well, who gets to be the 54th team selected? UT Rio Grande.
Great. Out of the WAC, they are 2-14 in conference, 7-21 overall. Losers of their last 6. They are 4-9 at home, 2-12 away. They rank 304th. This team also ranks below Chicago State.
Oh. Yeah, this team's combination of the school plus name is too long, so they get abbreviated.
UT Rio G.
Alright. Then we have Louisville.
All right, we haven't heard from them often. Louisville is 6-12 in conference this year. They are 12-16 overall. They are 8-7 at home, 2-9 away. They rank 127.
Okay. And then we have Oklahoma State.
Right. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma State.
Good news, they're the better team of the Oklahomas in the Big 12.
Oh.
Bad news is they're both really bad. One's second to last and one's third to last.
Oh, okay.
Oklahoma State is 6-10 in conference, 13-15 overall, 9-6 at home, 2-8 away. They have a net ranking of 56th.
All right, and straight on to the Hampton Pirates we go.
Hampton. All right. Out of the Big South again. Hampton is 5-11 in conference, 9-18 overall. They are 7-4 at home, 2-11 away, and have a ranking of 324.
Great.
10 more teams to go.
Yep. We have UAB.
Right, UAB. Out of the Western Division of the Conference of the USA. UAB is 12-4 in conference. They are 22-7 overall. They are 15-2 at home, 6-4 away. Again, I just want to point out there are 7 more home games than away games. They have a net ranking of 53rd,
Okay.
which makes them the second best team for net ranking in their conference.
How about Kent State?
All right, the Flashes. Kent State are out of the MAC, the Mid-American Conference. Kent State is 14-4 in conference. They are 19-9 overall. They are 10-4 at home, 7-4 away. Their net ranking is 135th.
Could be worse.
Northern Illinois apparently has a net ranking of 0.
How?
They're not even they're 8-20.
How about Nevada?
Nevada. All right. Out of the Mountain West, I believe our first representative from that conference. Nevada is 6-10 in conference. They are 12-15 overall. They are 7-6 at home, 3-8 away. They are 129
Okay.
in net ranking.
That's not bad. And then, how about Colgate?
Colgate is the number one team in the Patriot League. They are 16-2 in conference, 20-11 overall. They are 12-1 at home. Apparently, the best team in the conference can still be 8-10 in away games. They have a net ranking of 137.
Great.
Great. Oh, right there.
Ooh. The Furman Paladin.
All right. Another team out of the Southern Conference that I hope will crash and burn. Furman and UNCG, big rivals. All right. Number 2 in the conference, they are 12-6 in conference. They are 20-11 overall. They are 12-3 at home, 8-8 away. Their net ranking is 83rd.
Great. Not bad, actually.
Not bad for SoCon.
Yeah. And we have California Baptist.
Cal Baptist. Sounds just like Cal Baptist. Just ahead of Chicago State. They are 5-11 in conference, 15-14 overall. They are 13-5 at home, 2-9 away. Their ranking is 208.
Great. All right, 64th team. If the NCAA didn't add those other 4 games, we would be ending here, but got 4 more after this.
They made changes, like 10 years ago, so let's just fucking deal with it.
Yep. Fordham.
The Fordham Rams are out of the Atlantic 10. They are 6-9 in conference, 13-14 overall. They are 8-4 at home, 3-8 away, and 186th in net ranking.
Great.
In a conference that has just got way too many teams.
There are 358 college basketball teams in Div 1, okay?
How do you have 14 teams in a mid-major conference?
How about Syracuse?
Syracuse, all right. Syracuse is 9-9 in conference out of the ACC. They are 15-14 overall, 11-4 at home, 3-7 away. They have a net ranking of 92nd.
And then the Radford Highlanders.
All right, Radford. They will join NC-A&T. Radford is 7-9 in conference, 11-17 overall, 8-4 at home, 3-12 away, with a ranking of 289.
Okay.
2
Second
more
to last
spots to
team
fill.
is Delaware.
Delaware. They are out of the Colonial, the CAA. They have a 10-7 conference record. They are 19-11 overall, 9-5 at home, 8-4 away. They have the 147th net ranking.
Huh, okay.
And our last spot.
The last team to join us in our March Madness quest for the best.
Bubble Watch is over because it is St. Peter's. All right. Another team out of the MAAC. St. Peter's is 12-6 in conference. The last team in our tournament hosts a 14-11 overall record. They are 8-4 at home, 6-7 away, and have an 165th net ranking.
All right, so everyone's been picked from Florida State being the first to St. Peter's just being the last one to be picked.
And people are going to say that once I get the rankings up and read through the teams that were left off the board, when we look at net rankings, Gonzaga, Arizona, Kentucky, Houston, Baylor, Kansas was the top team, and those others mentioned above them did not make the tournament, nor did Villanova, Tennessee, Duke. Auburn, Purdue, Illinois, Texas, LSU, UConn, Ohio State, Iowa, St. Mary's, Wisconsin,
Yep.
Alabama, Arkansas. The list goes on and all the way to 358th, on, and all the good teams that we could have fucking picked, we did not.
Whoa, we don't control what gets picked, let me
That
remind
is
you.
true. We do not pick. Just like how the committees don't pick the fact that a team that actually has won a game ranks below a team that has won 0 games in the net rankings.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was our pre-show for our March Madness stuff, where we get the 68 teams decided.
Yep.
So,
Our next show will be unveiling the bracket.
yep.
That will either be something we do behind closed doors as the quote unquote committee, which will just involve spinning more wheels, or it will be done for an episode for you guys. But stay tuned, more is coming.
All right. Thanks for tuning in and hope you enjoyed this bonus episode.
Bonus round.